Hi, everyone. I just wanted to help you with note-taking if it's something that you're struggling with, or even if it's something that you're not struggling with. Just wanted to show you how, one, I would like you to take notes, at least as far as organizing your notebook to help you out, give you some suggestions, but ultimately remember that your notes are to help you. They're not for me to look at or to say, hey, that's beautiful. If you've got beautiful notes and they help you learn the material and understand the concepts that we study for this class, they're good notes. And if they're ugly, but they help you learn the material and understand the concepts for this class, they're good notes. The only bad notes are notes that don't help you, and it doesn't matter what they look like. So here's how I want to help you out a little bit with note-taking. Here's our first lesson, thinking spatially, and it's on page 12 and 13 in the textbook. In this case, you've got one page that's all map and picture, and then the other page is where you see the text. And so that's kind of what we're going to look at a little bit right now. We're just going to kind of focus on the text for right now. And the first thing, of course, before you start taking notes, is to do a preview, to look at the title, look at any maps or pictures, read captions ahead of time before you even read the black and white, and look at the pictures to see what you're going to be learning about. And sometimes, in this case for the textbook, they always have this before you move on question, and in this case it's a summarized question. This is helpful for you to start with this, because if you can answer this question after you read and study this page, then you're in good shape. So the question here is, what do geographers study and how do they study it? That's what you need to learn from this page. That's the whole purpose. So how do you set up your notebook? Here's what I suggest. I have my notebook here. You can kind of take a look at it. It's just a typical kind of notebook that you would, see. And maybe it looks like yours. It's I have my title here, Global Studies Notebook. And then what I recommend you do is you start with the chapter review first, and then take your notes after that. So what I did is I organized my first couple of pages for this chapter with the chapter review. That way, I always know where it is, and I can easily go back to that chapter review page when I'm reviewing and getting ready for a test or quiz. So the chapter review for this first chapter is on page 30 and 31. And all I did was I copied the format for the chapter review. So there's chapter review, and all chapter reviews for this text are pretty much the same. It's got 5 or 6 vocabulary terms that you focus on. It's got main ideas that usually are the questions 6 to 15 or 7 to 14 or whatever it is. So the main idea questions are there. And then it's got these geographic thinking and map analysis. These middle sections are really good for skill building, where this is more knowledge. So knowledge, skills, and you should practice both, because to be successful in this class, and really all classes in school, you'll need to have both. These active options, they're for extension. Those are for beyond the basics. And they're nice if you are looking for something that is a little bit more creative. Maybe you have this all down and you understand all of it and you're kind of bored, you're looking for something else. We'll give you some booster points basically to kind of bump your grade up if you choose to do these. But that's something for later on. after we've gotten through the first chapter. Now, I set up my chapter review pages in my notebook just the same. So I gave myself some space to write sentences, write vocabulary terms, and also to answer any of those main idea questions. So make sure that you give yourself plenty of space on your note pages. Let's go back then to that very first lesson. And this is Chapter 1, Section 1, Lesson 1.1, Thinking Spatially. What I did is I just began that process right here, Chapter 1. And I always recommend you write down the chapter and the lesson number so that it's really clear when you're leafing through your notebook that you can find that section or that lesson that you're looking for. I also recommend that you save a full page and maybe 2 pages for each lesson. It depends on how much you write, and the main idea, though, is that if you only have 2 textbook pages of information for each lesson, you want to summarize it in your notebook. You want to be able to add your own ideas, or maybe some things that you hear from class, or maybe from another assignment that relates to it, so that you can build on this basic information and make your notes really come alive. So I recommend that you have a full page for each lesson, but I don't think you'll need 2 pages because really 2 pages you could probably copy the whole lesson down word for word. That's not a good idea. You don't want to write too much in your notebook because you have access to your textbook. You can go back and review and read the text if you need to. The notebook is for your own thoughts and for the big ideas. I think that it's best for this text to just sort of use the same format that the text is written in because it's organized in a certain way. It's got the main title, it's got a main idea, it's got these subheadings, and you can in a way, mirror or use that same structure. And it can help you make those connections when you're going back and forth between the book and your notes. I like to write down the main ideas, so I left a space there for my main idea. And then I also make sure to have vocabulary words or terms in my notes so that they're easy to find. And so I have spatial thinking here. That's one of the bolded and highlighted vocabulary terms. And then the definition. In this case, it's spatial thinking. And spatial thinking is thinking about the space on Earth's surface, including where places are located and why they are there. So I just made a little note, thinking about space on Earth's surface. And notice I abbreviated a little bit. I didn't use full words. In fact, you can use symbols if you want. If you always write TH dash, and that means think, then it's fine. Notice I use about, ABT. That's kind of my shortened version of the word about because I use it a lot. And then I wrote down the subheading. And that helps you find information quickly as well when you're looking through your notes. So I just wrote down, ask geographic questions. From this point on, then, I'm going to make sure before I write anything else, I'm going to read through the text without my pen or pencil in my hand first. I'm just going to read it once. Then I have an idea of what's important and that I should write down in my notebook. So the second time through is when you read and decide what you're going to put in your notebook and what you don't have to put in your notebook. And I recommend that you put at least one idea, and it might be a phrase, it might be a word, might be a sentence, for each paragraph. Because when they write books, they organize ideas into paragraphs, so there has to be some important idea in each of these paragraphs. And I recommend that you at least write down a word or a phrase or a sentence that captures those main ideas that are in each of the paragraphs, and that'll help you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video, and the next video will be one in which I have taken my notes, and then you can see where I took the process to the next level. And in the meantime, you can work on your notes.